Hi guys, I'm Lauren Pulverman. I'm the author of Cupid's Match and the other Cupid's Matchmaking Service books on Wattpad, and I'm here today to answer some of your most frequently asked Cupid's Match related questions. So without a doubt, the question I'm asked most frequently is there going to be a sequel? The answer to that is yes. It's called Valentine's Day. It will take place after Cupid's Match. It's from Lila's point of view still. So we'll get to see what happens with all the other characters and her relationships with them as we go on another crazy Cupid adventure with her. So obviously that leads to the next question that I'm asked quite frequently, which is when will the sequel be out? The short answer to that is I don't have a date yet. The longer answer is that I have been editing Cupid's Match offline. The version that you've read is basically a first draft, and while the overarching plot is the same in my version, I have changed some parts of it. There are extra romance scenes, there's more scenes with the brothers. Things have been changed around a little bit, reordered, just to make what I think is a stronger book, and I'm trying to get that published at the moment. So the reason why I haven't started the sequel yet is because I didn't want to be editing the first book and making changes whilst trying to write the second book, because things have changed slightly and it sounded like it would be very confusing to do. The good news is I have finished editing now. If I do get a publisher, it's likely that they will want to change a few more things, so I'm holding off a little bit before I start the sequel, but it's in sight and I will be sure to let you know when it is coming. Does Lila end up with Cupid? So I get asked this quite a lot because I know that I left the end of the book is a little bit open-ended, but I think there are some assumptions that we can make. So Lila likes Cupid, he has feelings for her, he's staying in town to be with her, and so while they've not had the kind of boyfriend-girlfriend chat, they're not officially a couple yet. I think it's safe to assume that that's the direction that they are heading. And then if you read, for example, Bad Santa, which is the spin-off set after Cupid's Match, you'll see that there are some kind of scenes with them together. So yeah, I'm still kind of leaving it kind of open-ended, but I think it's safe to assume that that's the direction that they're heading. Does Cal have feelings for Lila? So that's a question that I'm asked quite frequently as well. I think that you can kind of read between the lines of Cupid's Match and probably come to the right conclusion. But if you want it clearing up a little bit, I'd recommend you read Cupid's Match The Boys, which is a Cupid's Match special that I posted on Wattpad. In it, I've taken a few of the key scenes from Cupid's Match and rewritten them from either Cupid or Cal's points of view. And in there, I've written the scene at the school dance where Lila is hit by a Capax arrow and she dances with Cal. And so we get his thought process as that's happening, and it pretty much clears up that question for you, I think. Will you write a story for Cal / will Cal get a match? So I get a lot of people who are quite concerned about Cal, which is great because I love him too. Will I write a story about him? I think Cal's story is quite entwined with all the other stories that I'm writing. So if you have read Bad Santa, the spin-off after Cupid's Match, you get a bit more of a glimpse of Cal. If you're reading The Minotaur, which is an ongoing spin-off I'm writing at the moment set before Cupid's Match, Cal is in that quite a bit. And he will also have a big part to play in the Cupid's Match sequel. And so I think I don't have a plan to kind of write something specifically for Cal. I know Cal's story. I know what's going to happen to him. I don't want to kind of spoil anything for you, but I don't think he needs a separate story. Will Lila be turned into a Cupid? So I quite often get asked some kind of variation on this question, because I know that a lot of you are concerned that Cupid is immortal, he's going to live forever, and Lila is not. And so obviously that throws a lot of obstacles in the way of their relationship. So I'm not going to fully answer this question for you now. I don't want to spoil anything for the future. But it is something that will be explored a little bit more in the Cupid's Match sequel when it comes out. And if any of you saw when Cupid took over the Facebook page a while back now, somebody did actually ask him something similar. They asked him, would you ever consider turning Lila into a Cupid? He was quite negative about the idea. He doesn't think that immortality is necessarily a good thing. It's not something that he would want to push onto Lila. But at the same time, who knows what will happen in the future. So they are my most frequently asked Cupid's Match related questions. If there's anything else that you want to know about the Cupids that I've not covered, feel free to comment below and I'll get back to you. I won't give away any spoilers or anything, but I'm happy to chat general Cupids with you. Yeah, that's all from me for now. So thanks for listening and I'll speak to you later.